Meteorologist Alex Pry joins us in the new studio now with a full forecast. We saw some intense wind and rain earlier. What can people expect in the morning?
There's still the possibility for that coming in the morning as well. The models weren't picking it up very clearly, but we're going to try to pick it apart for you on this forecast right here. Downtown Macon, it is still wet from those showers that came through, and 69 degrees is the current temperature with a 67-degree dew point, so rather humid tonight after the presence of those rain showers and storms that have rolled through our area. So most of middle Georgia, or central Georgia rather, is sitting in the low 70s. As you can see, 70 up in areas like Sparta, Milledgeville, 71 in Gordon, and then as we move further south and west, you can see we're around the 68, 69 degree mark, like in Warner Robins and Cochran right there. So here's our live radar. Everything is kind of calmed down a little bit, but you can still see we're still monitoring this stuff down in the south around Wilcox, Dodge, into Pulaski County, Crisp County, even moving into Telfair and Wheeler counties as well. That is what's left of that stuff that moved through today, and all those damaging winds that put trees down and cut the power out for a lot of our areas. So let's see what Future View has for tomorrow, because we still have a possibility of some more storms as we move through tomorrow. They're expecting some storms to move through in the early hours, about when you wake up tomorrow. Now take that with a grain of salt, because it didn't pick up anything that came through today, but we are expecting to see some showers and possible storms tomorrow, so keep that on the back of your head right there. And as we move through tomorrow afternoon rather, is going to be rather clear, and then we're going to get cloudy once again as we move through into Tuesday night, and then Tuesday is looking to be a beautiful day as a cold front passes through and dries us on out without any of the cloud cover, and that will persist into Wednesday afternoon. So here's the severe weather outlook for tomorrow. As you can see, all of central Georgia in this level 1 threat like we were today. SPC kind of covered their bases and changed it right as it moved through, but the threat for damaging winds and hail is possible once again. So that humidity, let's see what that cold front is going to do to it, and it is going to take it down into the humid range as we approach the mid part of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looking rather dry before we heat back on up, but the feels like temperatures tomorrow are going to hover around 100 degrees when you walk out, with that humidity combined with those high temperatures as we move through the day. And now let's take a look into the tropics. Tropical storm Cindy is still out there in the middle of the Atlantic, and it seems to be weakening rather quick, and there is no track for it anymore on the latest National Hurricane Center update, so that is good news for central Georgia. Tonight we can still see a leftover shower or two, low of 72 degrees, some areas below that with the rain cooled air already. Tomorrow heating on up to 94, still at level 1 risk for severe weather and isolated showers as we move on through the day, but the feels like temperatures are going to keep climbing as we get through the week, all the way up to 98 degrees for our actual high temperatures on Saturday, and that humidity being in play will just make it even hotter. But I don't know if anyone's hotter than the Braves right now, right, Connor?